Hello! I want to thank you guys for joining me for set 2 of this week's Sunday concert of my original music, Beer. Now, this song that I wrote was inspired by the fact that my dad and my uncles and their friends and pipeliners and, yeah, pipeliners, yes sir, hunting. There was beer everywhere, and beer was the choice drink. Here we go. Beer. I grew up around a bunch of beer drinking men. If you're scared, have no beer, just grab a beer. If you're thirsty, grab a beer. If you came along, you better have brought some beer. Well, beer for breakfast and beer for lunch, it was a dinner drink. Heading on the cover at the bar, the legs on the road. Had a beer after dragged down by with a wife, 'cause a beer was the thing that made her right. I never knew why it was a favorite drink. It didn't taste the best to me. As I grew, it wasn't the first one. It tasted better as you went along. Well, beer for breakfast and beer for lunch, it was a dinner drink. And on the job or at the bar, beach, your legs on the road. Had a beer after dragged down by with a wife, 'cause a beer was the thing that made her right. I'm thankful now I didn't like the taste, 'cause now I don't have one. All those men are gone now and none has gone. So keep the good times alive, we'll sing a song about what they like. Well, beer for breakfast and beer for lunch, it was a dinner drink. And on the cover at the bar, each your legs on the road. Had a beer after dragged down by with a wife, 'cause a beer was the thing that made it alright. Well, beer for breakfast and beer for lunch, it was the dinner drink. On the job or at the bar, each your legs on the road. Had a beer after dragged down by with a wife, 'cause a beer was the thing that made it alright. 'Cause a beer was the thing that made it alright. 'Cause a beer was the thing that made it alright. Beer. Beer for breakfast, beer for lunch. It was a dinner drink. Yes, sir. Here, let's move on. You know, one little tidbit, because of the fact that I saw them all out around drinking, you know, sitting in the parking lot at the liquor store, drinking and eating peanuts and having snacks at the time, I thought that was a neat thing when I was a kid. My dad would say, "Son, go in there and, you know, tell them put it on the bill. Get a bag of peanuts." I wasn't allergic to peanuts then. Boy, I loved cracking open the peanuts and eating them and, you know, having a soda pop. Didn't bother me one bit. We were sitting there having a good time like that. I thought, wow, this is cool. I don't have to do my homework. Here we go. On to hunting. Who is the hunted and who is the man? Every time I go hunting, I plan on bringing home a meal. Seems the time I go out, I feel like such a heel. So take enough long shells for an army to use. Then I come home glad of the smell of store-bought meal my wife has saved for me after I've been in the field. I came home with an empty sack once again today. Turns out old Bambi is dumb as old red clay. Who is the hunted? Who is the man? when at the end I see dead Bambi in the truck with the whole family, with one tag and one rifle, beating the brush wildly. I came home with an empty sack once again today. Turns out old Bambi is a dumb as a red clay. Who is the hunter? Who is the man? I came home with an empty sack once again today. Turns out old Bambi is the dumb as a red clay. Who is the hunter? Who is the man? Say, who is the hunter? Who is the man? Say, who is the hunter? Who is the man? You know, I wrote that song in conjunction with the fact that me and my friends, we go out hunting, you know, about, well, 7 years ago now, but the last couple of years we haven't gone. One of them moved to Texas, and the others of us haven't gone out as much. I think we went out like one time a couple years back. But, you know, it's one of those things where you go out and it seems like there's a couple people in the back of a truck with the rifles, but there's a whole family of guys in the back of that truck with 2 deer. You're thinking to yourself, well, how come there's only 2 rifles? 2 deer tags. Yeah. So, the song said it. We're going to move on to the next song. Here we go. This next song I wrote this in favor of my truck driving buddies out there, but you know, they're always being told what to do by computers and their tractors and in their trucks, and that's what led me to write this song. Here we go. Where have the old truckers gone? You guys have even seen a redo of this. A friend of mine had George Renteria, if you see his YouTube channel out there, he pulled it out, he downloaded it from my channel, he edited it with a truck driver driving a truck, and then he sent it back to me so I could upload it. It was pretty cool, I thought. But it was funny, somebody along the way put a thumbs down. I thought, wow. They didn't put a thumbs down on it before, but I guess they didn't like the truck and they're in the middle of me singing. So anyway, here we go. Where have the old truckers gone? That was a Pete, too. I thought that was pretty cool. Here we go. Oh, where have the old truckers gone? Kind would blow through the line. No ones that didn't care would have took make a dime. Knew they were there all the time. All you ever see is big brand names on the road and computers telling them what they need to do. Whatever happened to running how you choose and how long? Hell with you. Truckers were out on the road, especially by the trucks that they drive. There's Peterbilt and Ken W, Mac to name a few. Knew they were there all the time. All you ever see is big brand names on the road and computers telling them what they need to do. Whatever happened to running how you choose and tell them all, hell with you. Whatever happened to the names that you knew, like Big Joe and Giddy Up Go? I miss the old drivers when they go down the road. 95 was slow for them. All you ever see is big brand names on the road and computers telling them what they need to do. Whatever happened to running how you choose and tell long, hell with you. All you ever see is big brand names on the road and computers telling them what they need to do. Whatever happened to running how you choose and tell long, hell with you. And tell long, hell with you. And tell long, hell with you. Yep. Where Are the Old Truckers Gone? I like that song. That's one of my favorites. That's one of those that came real fast, too. Here we go. I wrote this song in favor of the guys at work that I was working with before. I'm sure the new guys would like it, too. Here we go. A Piece of Clay. You ever feel like someone watching when you do your job? I do too, it's not news, let me give you a clue. There's an eye in the sky, big old piece of glass, feels like you're working in a proper room. Have to keep their eye on you every second of the day, like you're a piece of clay. Though you feel like walking off when the job's all through, well, I do too, it's not news, let me give you a clue. There's an eye in the sky, a big old piece of glass, feels like you're working in a proper room. Have to keep their eye on you second of the day, like you're a piece of clay. But there's an eye in the sky, a big old piece of glass, feels like you're working in a proper room.